High school football week number 5, catching the Clarke County Eagles at a week 5 bye. Last week, defeating Warren County 31 to nothing. And coach, from what I've seen, a big, huge defensive battle, still shutting Warren County out 31 to nothing, but not entirely pleased with your offense, not to take away all the good stuff you have done, but how does it feel getting a win by the margin of victory that you did with some things that you still would like to fix, if you get what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, obviously, anytime you get a win, you're happy because winning football games is extremely difficult. There's no question about that. We just didn't play a very clean game. We had some penalties. We turned the ball over 3 times. It was a lot of self-induced stuff that we were uncharacteristically doing. And that's nothing to take away from Warren County. I thought their kids played extremely hard and were definitely ready to play. So my hat goes off to them for playing a hard fought game. But you can't do what we did and have a lot of success with turnovers, and then obviously the some of the penalties that we had and some of the misassignments that we had. Luckily, we were talented enough to get through that. But it's really the only time all year that we really didn't play really good football on the offensive side. Also, too, the 2 weeks before with King William and and Buffalo Gap being really two contested games, I felt that we just weren't exactly up the way that we needed to be for a high school game. And I'll take responsibility in that as well, along with our staff not getting the kids totally ready. But hats off to our kids. We made plays and 31 to nothing is still an impressive win for sure. And but defensively, I thought we were really good. We were able to fly around. We held them to pretty much. I think they completed the pass late in the game, but until that point, I think we had them in 20 some yards or so. Yeah, there's no complaints on that end. And if you can get through a game like that, not playing your best, and still win, you're always pleased for sure.
So, looking offensively, despite the penalties and stuff, how do you like seeing your skill guys out there? What really stood out to you, regardless?
Well, I mean, we're talented, very talented at the skill level. And we had some guys that just continuously make plays, and we were missing one kid in the back end of our secondary. We had one kid out. He was getting his wisdom teeth taken out, so we had to kind of fill in there. But Wyatt Palmer, Tanner Sipe, Wilson Taylor, those 3 kids in the backfield just do a lot of really good things and have been playing for so long that when things might not be the perfect situation, they can still make plays because they're so talented and they've been. I mean, they've been through a lot of games for us, so they don't need much room. That's for sure. And you get them a little bit of a crack, they can definitely make things happen.
So, looking now, coach, with the 31 to nothing win, just first off, from week 1 to now, how have you seen the growth of this team, and how big is it at this point that you're getting a bye week now when you're playing some good football, but still, as you alluded to, still some things you would like to correct?
Well, I mean, I think every team, I'd be lying if I wasn't totally just absolutely thrilled and pleased that we're 4-0. There's a lot of teams that would like to be sitting where we're sitting at right now. I think the bye week came at a really good time for us because we did get a handful of guys dinged up Friday at Warren County. And we were kind of limping through the very end of that game. So nothing major, but just where it's affected how we've been able to do things this week. So it's really good that we actually had the bye week when we had it. So hopefully we can get those guys back up and running for next week, as it's going to be a big game for sure. As Catoctin comes to town and they are just big and physical and really well coached. So we know going into that game and then our district schedule, we've got a long way to go, and our district is a loaded gun as well. And then Catoctin being the last out of district opponent we have, and I just think they're a really good program and good team. So we've got to mend up here pretty good, and we've got to. I mean, we have got to continuously get better, but I'd be lying to say that I'm not totally pleased where we're at because we had so many new kids on the offensive line that really just didn't know going into this year who was going to play where. And I'm really, really happy for the guys up front. They're doing a tremendous job, and they are getting better and better each and every week with the experiences they're getting.
And just last but not least, what is sort of the message to the whole team organization as you are 5 weeks in, reaching the bye and continuing to try to play the put the best product out there with Clarke County football?
Well, the message, through this far is we've made it through stage one, and that's a pretty good thing. And we've played good football, and we've played a couple of really good football teams, and we're able to pull out and make the plays that we needed to, which has shown all of our kids and coaches that when push comes to shove, we have the capability of making plays. So we're basically, the message this week and leading into it is taking a deep breath this week and taking a step back and not as stressful type of situations that we've been in because we've had 4 straight weeks of games. But we're still watching film. We're doing the stuff we do in the weight room. We're still practicing and doing that. But we're far away from the finish line, and we've got a lot of work to get done.
The Clarke County Eagles reaching their Week 5 bye after a victory over Warren County last week. As always, joining me, the head coach of the Clarke County Eagles, Casey Childs. Coach, enjoy the bye week. Looking forward to catching up with you next week, sir.
All right, man. Take care, bud.